So hi Gayatri, good morning. How's your day going on?
Yeah, hi Roshan. My day is going well. How are you?
Yeah, this is the first session and I usually don't record on Monday, but here we are.
So hello everyone. Hello Roshan. Thank you so much for inviting me on your channel. My name is Gaitri Sharma. I'm from west part of UP. I have been an English language trainer for 3.5 years. In my journey, I have helped more than 6 to 7,000. I mean 8,000 I can count on learners to improve their spoken English communication, personality, and many more things. Recently, I'm trying to somehow be a kind of influencer or something that I've started my own YouTube channel, which is GayatrisEnglishHub. I guide people there for spoken English. Yeah.
Cool. So do you keep a journal kind of thing to count how many students you are training? Like 8,000, 7,000 numbers?
Yeah. So see, let me tell you one thing. I worked for few applications, right?
Okay.
And they count your sessions, and on the basis
All
of
right.
sessions you get paid. So
Mhm.
from there, and because I have worked in the industry for 3.5, almost 4 years, I can count officially, and being not an official trainer. So it's kind of rough idea I have had, which is like I have
Mhm.
worked for few popular brands where still I have my profile there, and my profile says that she has taken like 5,000 sessions and 1,000 sessions
Mhm.
like that.
Okay. Nice. And I always wonder, like people like us who are teaching others to learn English or things like that, we meet new people almost every day.
Mhm.
Not almost every day, almost every week we meet new people. How do you think this idea of introducing yourself always? Like, does it feel repetitive all the time?
I mean, yeah, it does feel repetitive. Like repetitive is in a way that I feel like it's okay, but then
Hmm.
professionally, it's fine. But
Yeah.
when I want to just interact, I just want to talk to people on some
Mhm.
social issues. Like I'll take an example here. So when I was a learner, when I started my journey of learning spoken English, I
Yeah.
was really active on so many social applications where you could talk to people, right? And it
Hmm.
used to be quite boring and disturbing for
Okay.
me that every individual who would connect me would ask me that where are you from, what do you do, and I would
Hmm.
somehow ask them not to ask some personal stuff, and let's just go and talk on something and discuss on a
Yeah.
topic. So yeah, it seems
Mhm.
quite boring at times.
Maybe it's boring, but at the same time, it is also important. I understand where you are coming from that please don't ask any personal questions. But if you want to really connect to the person, like if you know where they are from, what they are really into, the conversations become really easy. Like this is our second meeting, you know about me, I know about you. So I guess our conversation will go smoothly if we were directly, we didn't know anything about us, right?
To be honest, yeah, I agree to this as well.
Mm-hmm. So, Gayatri, are you enjoying YouTube? Like, I know that you told me that you are not able to stay consistent, but
Mhm.
at the same time, are you planning something else apart from recording conversational videos?
uh, I have a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
think that conversational videos, I really appreciate conversational videos. But for now, I think YouTube has good amount of conversational videos, and if people really want to
Yeah.
listen to, they can go and watch and listen to them. For me, that is
Mm.
not something I see myself doing for long term.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'll be even having 100 sessions or not, because I want to teach something. I want to accept even English, right? So
Okay.
conversational
Mhm.
videos are more of part of English only. However, I
Yeah.
want to work, I want to teach people some other stuff as well, some other life learnings. And being a girl, I really love empowering girls, so I want to teach
Mhm.
some different stuff. So yeah, I have so many plans. It's just like
Mhm.
my day and my mind somehow, or maybe I'm dealing with few things or emotions in my things. That's what I guess.
You'll figure it out, don't worry. I mean, we all go through that. When you are a content creator, every time you have to think of new ideas, but then your personal life, some other stuff. But yeah, you will figure it out, don't worry.
Definitely.
Yeah, last weekend I was in UP, Lucknow.
Okay.
So have you ever visited Lucknow, Kanpur, I think?
No, Lucknow is like somewhere around 400 kilometer from my place because I'm in West and Lucknow is somewhere around, I don't know, it's like center or something. It's the capital,
Yeah.
right? Of UP, so it's very
I
far.
don't know. My geography is too good to talk about it. Please skip this topic. I will look too dumb to talk about the geographical stuff.
Oh, that's okay. You
Yeah,
can
go
talk.
on.
I
Go.
had geography
No,
in
no,
my
no.
graduation.
Yeah, please continue. You were saying something.
No, I was just saying that Lucknow is really far. So
Yeah, you haven't. So, in terms of traveling, have you traveled to any part of our country?
yes, I've been to multiple places so far. Like I have been to Uttarakhand. I've been to multiple places in
Mhm,
Uttarakhand, like Nainital, Haldwani, and Haridwar. There
mhm,
is a spiritual place. Then I'll say Haryana. Haryana, I've been to multiple parts of Haryana as well. Delhi is like very near to me, so it's like quite
mhm,
thing which I keep visiting most of the time. And
mhm.
I cannot recall a few more, but in UP, not much. I have not traveled much in UP. I
Yeah.
think to.
And about Delhi, like, what's your favorite place in Delhi?
Oh, nothing. But okay. So my relatives live there. My mother's sister,
Mhm,
she lives there in Delhi, and
mhm.
that's why we oftenly visit Delhi. But
Yeah.
if I say what is there are few places I can count on. There is a temple, Akshardham
Mhm,
temple, that is really beautiful architecture. If you go and observe that, then there is a
mhm,
temple called Lotus Temple where you do not have to come from any specific religion. Like you can just go, enter, sit there in that peace and just observe the energies. So that's a beautiful
mhm.
garden and place. I can
Yeah.
keep counting on. If you want me, I can keep going for Delhi. Delhi, I have visited a
It's
lot.
all right. It's all right. So you love temples, visiting to spiritual places and religious places.
I mean, I can say that. Yeah, I enjoy there. I sit there.
Mhm. Or any? Do you have any plans for this upcoming summer? Like, do you want to travel somewhere else?
I think summer is the only time when I am very cranky. Like that is something which I cannot tolerate. So I really don't
Yeah.
have any plans so far. And I mean, like we come from a kind of family where even if you plan something, like there will be someone or the other who would cancel it, maybe for
Yeah.
expectation,
Yeah.
right?
I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So not
No
really.
plans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know I'm asking random questions, but we started our conversation with YouTube, like your plans and all. But what is something that keeps you going? Like, is it comments, likes, subscribers? Like, what is that thing which motivates you?
I obviously see, to be honest, I don't want to sound like a person who doesn't care about comments, like views and all.
Hmm.
I do care.
Yeah.
However,
Hmm.
it's very initial stage of mine where it's been just
Hmm.
2 months. I think I started in Fab, so Fab, March,
Yeah.
April, 3 months I have been there, and things
Hmm.
are working well for me. But still, I do get affected. Uh,
Yeah.
but they are not the only reason. There are a few more
Hmm.
reasons that I have a lot in me. I just want to talk, I just want to share, and I know that
Yeah.
people in my real life who exist, they would
Yeah.
be able to wrap their head around my things, right? What How I
Hmm.
perceive. So I just want to randomly talk and just discuss things, yeah, or
Yeah.
teach or just impart values, whatever I have learned.
Hmm. Yeah. Teaching and having conversation. Okay. So, like, do you remember any comments from YouTube that they were really motivating, or they were really something which motivated you in a manner that I want to create more content and I can see making changes in other people's life.
See, it's very initial stage of mine, so I think I
Yeah.
will take some more time to build that connection with the audience, right?
Okay.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
quite experimental, so I think it might create a puzzle in people's brain that what she exactly
Mm-hmm.
wants to offer. And so I think that is a time taking process. As of now, I
Mm-hmm.
have not come across even a single comment which has
Mm-hmm.
motivated me to do and to go far. No,
Yeah.
but it's not about comment, but my feedbacks are quite positive. So
Mm-hmm.
as a trainer, I have worked in the industry for a good time, and my feedbacks have been quite good. My ratings have been quite good. So I think they also keep me going all the time. That's okay. I can go for.
Good. Good. And talking about conversational questions, not questions, conversational videos. Uh, like, tell me about your most fun experience with talking with a person here on YouTube, like a virtual podcast,
Fun
like the most
experience.
memorable one.
No, I think Niyati is the girl who
Yeah,
matches
yeah.
the vibe a lot.
Mhm.
So that
Yeah.
that conversation, I still have not put that conversation on my YouTube channel, and I'm waiting that once it gets edited and everything, I'll put it out. So that has been good
Mm.
conversation, and the last conversation which I had with you was quite amazing,
Mm.
quite smooth, flawless. There was nothing to think
Mhm.
much. I think, yeah, these two conversations that count on, which have been good.
Mhm. Cool. Cool. Yeah, Niyati is really cool. We talk a lot about films and books all the time,
Mm.
and I guess we were planning to do a monthly videos, like just whatever we have consumed in terms of movies, books. So we'll come up and just talk about it randomly. And yeah, what about your media consumption? I always ask this question to all of my guests, like what do they like to consume? Is it books, movies, TV shows, or other form of media?
I think podcasts is
Podcast.
that is something
Okay.
which has been my favorite genre so far, and it's been years, not even days. It's been years I have been
Okay.
consuming. So I started watching podcasts of Ranbir Alabadia, and after that, I
Mhm.
have switched to so many individuals so far. So
Okay.
that is the form of media which I consume just to get more deep knowledge about a
Mhm.
particular subject or a kind of domain. And there is a
Mhm.
show which I follow every Sunday. So like if any of my weeks when I'm not able to keep up with news, what is happening in the country, because I love knowing about current affairs, what is happening, social
Yeah.
issues and all. So there is a show by Sarthak Goswami. That's an amazing show, Sunday show. So you
Yeah.
can, yeah, you can follow
Understood.
it. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Right, so
Hmm.
that is I think that is the one of the best channels I have come across on YouTube. And
Hmm.
he gives you news, he serves you news. You won't even realize that you are watching news. However, you'll get highlights and you'll get everything, whatever
Hmm.
has happened in the last week. And he
Okay.
covers, I think, every genres of news. Like he doesn't leave anything so far. So I think
Mhm.
these two things I follow.
Okay, so podcast and news. That's what
Yeah.
you always do.
Yeah,
All
news
right. What
specifically
about the
by Sarthak Goswami, not like news media. I don't like that.
yeah, I get it. I get it. And what about your entertainment thing? Like I know podcasts are not entertaining all the time, especially if you're watching some podcast about social issues and about health, other information. Comedy is a different thing. So, what about your entertainment? Like, what do you like to watch or read when you want to just escape or just want to entertain yourself?
I go on Netflix at times. I have recently
Hmm.
started few series. I do watch movies. So I've repeated
Okay.
one movie which is like Lapata Ladies multiple times.
Yeah.
That is the movie
Okay.
I have repeated. And then I go for a stand-up comedy as well. So I like few
Hmm.
Ravi Gupta, and then there are few more comedians I can take name,
Hmm.
Zakir, and then I can keep talking about them.
Abhimanyu? Abhishek
Abhimanyu,
Abhimanyu?
yeah, Abhimanyu, and then
Hmm.
yeah. So there are a few stand-up comedians. I like them as well. So that's my
Cool, cool.
entertainment.
And what about, consuming media from a different country? I know if you want to learn any language, I personally believe that if you consume media in that language, you will learn quickly,
Mhm.
especially listening, reading. So, in your initial stage, when you had started learning, were you consciously consuming media or were you doing something else?
No, I was not consciously doing things to be. I have not done consciously anything. I am more of a
Yeah.
person who just got interested in something and I followed that person for a long time, because
Okay.
I used to like the topics they would pick up to discuss, or maybe
Mhm.
I would like the way they deal with the things. Multiple things would be
Yeah.
there. So, but yes, I do consume media from different countries as well. So before I used to watch few news channels like CNN and BBC and something like that. But recently I have stopped them, and then I
Mhm.
have started watching some stand-up comedians from different countries, few shows from, and that is something which I have been doing for a good time as well. So yeah,
Nice.
there is a person, Jash Shetty, who
Mhm.
invites people globally, not only from India. He invites people from different countries as well. There is one more show called The Diary of a CEO, and there is a guy, Steve. He has recently hit the milestone of 1 CR subscribers. So I have been
Okay.
following him for a good time, and his conversations
Mhm.
podcast are really amazing. So
Yeah. Nice, nice. Yeah, actually, I also consume a lot of media from the globe, especially YouTube. I
yeah.
think YouTube is such a cool platform. Like you meet a lot of cool people, their content, it just blows your mind. And Gayatri, tell me about your goals. Like, what are you expecting from your YouTube channel? Do you have any plans in your head that, within this month, within this period of time, I want to achieve this? Like, do you set goals like that?
Okay, so as a human, if this had been the case, then I would have loved to like have like 1 million subscribers in just 1 month. Jokes apart.
Okay.
So no, to be honest, I really have more focus on content creation, and I'm still figuring out that do I really
Yeah.
want to continue with this specific niche English, or do I want to explore things and what. But let's see.
Yeah.
And about goals, I really do not see myself in this industry, English industry, not as a teacher. As a
Mm.
teacher, I would love to go till my last breath, like until
Yeah.
I'm on this earth, but not English.
Mm.
So I do have some
Okay.
certain plans, and I want to get into them as well. And I think I would not be comfortable sharing those goals here, and because I'm
Yeah.
also confused. I'm not sure the
Yeah, I
era we are
understand. I
living,
totally
right?
get it.
Every next
Mm-hmm.
day you change your goals. Every next day, like every
Yeah.
next field seems like more lucrative to you, and then you feel like, okay, I should go
Mhm.
in that. So I'm still on
Yeah.
the way to figure out things.
Mm. Whenever I talk to people like you or people like me, I ask like how important creativity is when it comes to learning English or teaching English, not learning English, teaching English. Do you think we can use creativity to make our classes more fun, more engaging?
We must use creativity, because you
Yeah.
cannot follow traditional methods. I've definitely seen, and I have been following YouTube for a very good time, and as a
Mhm.
consumer, I myself doesn't like few of the YouTube channels because they have very traditional methods of teaching. But there are some influencers who have
Mhm.
recently come up with really creative ideas, and then you feel like,
Mhm.
gosh, that's amazing, right? And they are from
Mhm.
Indians, and few of them are from different parts of the country. So creativity is very important. Being a teacher, being
Mhm.
a learner itself, like when I always keep saying to my learners that whenever you want to, like for example, they struggle with vocabulary, and they say that, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not able to. So there is not only
Mhm.
traditional way of acquiring vocabulary, that you just sit, read, and simply
Mhm.
have a word, put it somewhere, stick it on your wall, keep roaming around, keep singing it. So I am very creative with my teaching methods, and I love that. So it's very
Mhm.
important, right? But we are losing
Yeah.
creativity just because of technical artificial intelligence these days. They are snatching
Okay.
that creativity. Yeah, I personally.
Mhm. But actually, we are using them, right? If we really want to be creative, we have to spend that time. What
Mhm.
about you? Like, do you think you are a creative person?
Yes, I have so many good
Okay.
ideas. Maybe I'll definitely execute them on YouTube, so people will get to know that I'm creative.
Yeah. So I know that this may sound like I'm going in detail, but at the same time, uh, do you have any process that you do that those creative activities? Like if I'm in this certain mood, I can create better. If I'm doing this thing, I can do. Maybe I'm making it confusing, but I hope you understand my question.
Okay, so process what I follow. Okay, so when I okay, let me tell you what happened when I started my journey of teaching spoken English as a trainer. Again,
Mhm.
I was taught in a way which was very traditional, so I that didn't work for me. For a good period of time, I struggled to
Mhm.
put that message across to the person, that what do I really want to teach to them, right? But then
Mhm.
later I went a bit creative. I started looking for the ways, that is there any way I can relate this concept in my real life, and what kind
Yeah.
of examples I can bring to them. So that
Mhm.
relatability and contemplation. So for me, it's like sitting with a pen and
Mhm.
paper and making
Okay.
things as easy as possible, and bringing
Mhm.
as beautiful and real life examples as you can, which should be funny
Mhm.
at times. So I am very funny at times. I use very negative examples while talking and while giving them, and then they laugh. So that's a
Mhm.
creative way, right? But that comes with when I
Yeah.
contemplate over things, when I sit and when I replay.
Mhm.
So okay, for a specific tense, if I have a specific example, I'll try to switch it. Okay, now I'm done
Mhm.
with that. Let's just go for another example. Then few games are there which definitely I have
Mhm.
seen somewhere else. I would not say that I have invented those games, but then I can replicate them, or somehow I can just bring similar to that, which brings more
Mhm.
creativity in my thing. So that's like I
Yeah.
pick something and I try to twist in my own way.
Yeah, you add your own flavor, and that's how you make it your own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gayatri, last question, and this question is for the viewers, like whoever has watched this far. If they want to learn English, and I know you must have been asked this question countless times, but if you can give a quick suggestion to them, like what should they do, what's the right approach, or if even if there is a right approach to learn this language.
No, there is no right approach to learn this language. I always keep saying to a lot of people, be
Hmm.
experimental, be experimental with your things.
Yeah.
Experiment as much as you can, but there are few things which you have to keep in mind. If you are a professional person, if you do not
Hmm.
have much time, do connect to us. Connect to
Yeah.
Roshan, or connect to me. We'll definitely
Hmm.
help you out, right? But let's
Exactly.
keep it aside. If you are someone
Hmm.
who can dedicate, I always feel that people have to be realistic, right? In terms of
Hmm.
the language, you cannot have unrealistic expectations. Understand,
Hmm.
first of all, see what are the areas you are weak with. You have to work
Hmm.
on, be as clear as possible. People come to me and they say, I want to be fluent. Now
Yeah.
everyone has a different definition of being fluent, right? So just be
Yeah.
specific, figure out, go on YouTube.
Hmm.
If you can find few influencers or YouTubers who match your mindset, or maybe who give you guidance, which you, I believe that everyone knows what to do. This is what I
Exactly.
believe. Everyone knows
Hmm.
what to do, but what you want to listen as a learner, just go on YouTube. If you can listen to this
Hmm.
stuff, okay, that girl is saying this, or maybe that trainer is saying this, and I love this, or maybe this is something
Hmm.
which I can do, start practicing. So, no, there is no right approach. Please do not fall for
I mean,
that.
yeah, there is nothing wrong from asking for help or taking help, but yeah, you must have a clear mindset or know why you are learning this language.
Yes, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, we are looking for fake push from people. It's just like we know what to do. Yeah, everyone knows. See, I'm saying, if you know that I want to score 99% in my school or in my academic, I know that I have to
Mhm.
study really hard. I must be able to
Yeah.
clear all my concepts. Same goes for English.
Mhm.
But still, what learners do, they go to like 10, 12, 100 trainers, or maybe some individuals, or maybe some YouTubers, or whosoever speaks really good. They'll keep asking how to do this, how to do this. If you know how to eat
Exactly.
food, you know how to speak English. Do that.
Yeah, you just have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, you have to figure
Yeah,
it
it
out.
would-
You
but-
cannot be dependent.
yeah, true. Is there anything that you want to ask before we wrap it up?
Oh, what should I ask? I don't know. It's just like I really don't have anything to ask. But one thing
Yeah,
I'll
it's all right.
what do you have for YouTube channel? Like, do you also have some
Yeah,
plans?
I have like you. I also have a lot of plans. But again, when it comes to applying those ideas or actually creating it, I always procrastinate. And of course, because of my classes and because of other stuff, like when I want to shoot video, there is some background noise, so I lose the motivation. I am completely ready to record my video, then something happens. My mother calls me, or like this is the problem with living with your parents. My mother doesn't disturb me always, but my neighbors, it's not a noise friendly area. There is always some construction work going on. But again, I'm a big complainer and I don't want to complain. This month, I have got a lot of ideas and hopefully I'm going to, keep pushing myself. I I won't procrastinate, and if I do, then it's bad for me and my channel. So yeah, I have to actually create.